Welcome to Unbelievable Top 10, the hub of the most astonishing and peculiar facts. Today, we're about to embark on a chilling journey, one that ventures into the dark corners of the human psyche. We'll be exploring a world where motives for murder are as strange as they are unsettling. A world where the line between sanity and madness blurs, and the ordinary becomes extraordinary. From a man who treated his victims like roommates to a woman who killed because she didn't like Mondays, we'll be delving into the stories of 10 individuals whose reasons for killing were anything but normal. Their names and their motives, for now, are secrets we'll soon unravel. This journey is not for the faint-hearted. It's a trip down a twisted rabbit hole, one that exposes the bizarre, the macabre, and the downright inexplicable. Stay tuned as we delve into the chilling chronicles of these killers and their strange motivations. Don't forget to subscribe to Unbelievable Top 10 for more astonishing content. Our first case takes us to Great Britain, where Dennis Nilsen, known as the Kindly Killer, reigned terror between 1978 and 1983. Now, Nilsen wasn't your typical serial killer. No, he had a rather peculiar way of interacting with his victims, posthumously. This man, who ended the lives of 15 unsuspecting men, didn't dispose of his victims in the usual sense. Instead, he opted for a more, let's say, domestic approach. You see, Nilsen didn't part ways with his victims after their demise. Quite the contrary. He turned his home into their final resting place, a macabre residence where the living and the dead shared the same roof. But why? Why would he do such a thing? Well, the answer lies in Nilsen's twisted perception of companionship. Nilsen's motive: he treated his victims' bodies like roommates, a chilling demonstration of his twisted sense of companionship. Next, we turn to Robert Lyons, whose motive was as bizarre as it was tragic. In a quiet suburban neighborhood, an argument between a mother and her son spirals out of control. A seemingly trivial disagreement, the kind perhaps many of us might have with our parents, with no hint of the darkness that was about to unfold. Robert Lyons, a man known to lead a life far from extraordinary, was at the epicenter of this argument. The subject of the dispute was something most would consider mundane, hardly the sort of thing to spark such a violent confrontation. Yet, it was this ordinary disagreement that would soon escalate beyond anyone's imagination. As the argument reached its boiling point, the unthinkable happened. The mother's refusal to bend to her son's wishes led to a horrific outcome, a decision that would forever alter the course of their lives. Lyons's strange motive? He stabbed his mother to death when she refused to arrange for him to get tickets to an Avril Lavigne concert. Our journey continues with Brenda Ann Spencer, whose reason for her 1979 school shooting has left many baffled. Nestled in the heart of San Diego, a regular Monday morning took a terrifying turn as shots rang out from a house across the street from an elementary school. The perpetrator was a 17-year-old girl named Brenda Ann Spencer. Before the day was out, 2 people had been killed and 8 others injured. The community was left in shock, grappling with the reality of such a horrifying event. But the shock deepened when they learned the motive. When asked why she had committed such a heinous act, Brenda Ann Spencer's response was chillingly nonchalant. She didn't cite a troubled upbringing, a grudge against the school, or a specific vendetta against any of her victims. Instead, she offered a reason that was as simple as it was unsettling. Spencer's peculiar motive? She simply stated, "I don't like Mondays." These 3 killers represent just a fraction of the bizarre motives that drive some to commit heinous acts. From the kindly killer who sought strange companionship with his victims, to a son's violent response to a mother's refusal over concert tickets, and a school shooter driven by a simple distaste for Mondays, we've peeled back the curtain on a world where the ordinary and extraordinary intersect in chilling ways. But this only scratches the surface. There are 7 more killers with equally peculiar motives that we've yet to uncover. Imagine a man taking a life over a casual remark made during a fishing trip, or a businessman meeting his end in an unusual encounter with his 6 wives. Or consider the Cologne School massacre, where the killer's grievances against the medical community and government resulted in a devastating tragedy. These stories and many more await as we delve deeper into the strange world of killers and their motives. So, buckle up for a journey into the darker corners of human behavior. Join us next time as we continue to explore the strange world of killers and their motives. Don't forget to subscribe to Unbelievable Top 10 for more gripping content.